Welcome back to the 100-man Rimworld colony. Here's a quick recap of everything we've done in the meantime. Okay, work goes on in the colony. Some things good, some things bad, most of them bad. I renamed my miners, favorite characters from Lord of the Rings, so Gimli, Balin, and Thorin are some of my favorite dwarves. And then I named a doctor WebMD since he diagnosed somebody while he was high on smoke leaf. I've been playing around with the meal structure, and I hope that you'll see this later, I'm gonna explain it. But ascetics get no mood debuff from raw food. Worked on the power grid, couple little mistakes there, but yeah, they're all worked out by the end. And then we're just trying to shave away other bits of the mountain, all the while being careful for infestations. The hunters I named Legolas, Aragorn, and Faramir because they were hunterly. And lastly, I took out steel from production for use in more advanced projects. Hopefully this will pay off later on. Okay, so I have 3 goals for today. I want to get refrigeration going down here, which I'm planning on going as deep under the mountain as I can, setting out a hollow, and then once I get to mountain overhead only tiles, I will then cool the room, and I will start digging in deeper, which is the reason why actually we probably shouldn't even be wearing this right now. But nonetheless, they'll just wear it anyway, it's fine. I don't want to micromanage that. I will have them get parkas so that miners can then go in there and not freeze to death while they are mining that area. So we'll do that. Refrigeration, and the other thing that we just want to avoid is the massive slaughter of everyone in our colony. So this could come in many forms, granted. We've armed many of our colonists now so that if some threat happens at random while they were working out on the fields, which is probably how random threats are going to happen anyway, they will be able to defend themselves. Any kind of military threats they should be defended from in that way too. I also just want to avoid, well, psychic drones, hopefully we just won't get any. But like a heat wave at this exact moment could be a killer to our colony. A heat wave or possibly a cold snap. Mainly a heat wave since it is spring and we're getting closer to summer. So I've ordered our tailors to start making parkas dusters and cowboy hats because I want everyone to stay cool. At this point, I might even bring in a cotton grow zone a little bit closer because I want them to start sewing cotton soon because it's the only way we're going to get a lot of cloth for them, or a lot of textiles. And I've got one tailor who's going to be just working his butt off, and we'll also just, we'll just set him to drop all this on the floor too because this tailor is going to have to work at double time to make all of these clothes. But once we get enough of this stuff, it should be okay. Let's just have this. Also, you can drop that on the floor. We do have clothing stockpiles. We have more specialized stockpiles. More than anything else, just to save me the headaches. I can't think of really why they need them there, but I'm just going to keep my stockpiles pretty generic like that. We've also got a few stone pathways just to speed some areas where they've been moving around a lot inside of the base. And one other really important part is that since they are all ascetics... Oh, thank you so much. Oh, wow. Thank you, Randy. Thank you for not killing me yet. Anyway, we are all ascetics, so ascetics are very good with raw food. They will not... Well, number one, they won't get a mood debuff if they eat raw food. But 2, I don't even think that they get food poisoning, which other characters do. I could be wrong about that. I may be mistaken. But in my testing of seeing how ascetics work... I think that they, like, en masse, I didn't see a lot of food poisoning for them. So it might happen, but I think we are relatively safe there. In order to speed up the cook's speed of making meals better, I mean, I will be eating raw food. I can't get to nutrient paste yet because it requires construction level 5, and no one has construction level 5 yet. Hopefully they will get it soon. But they still need to eat in that meantime. We will be eating all raw foods, which will cause them to eat more food. So we need even more people in the field. So I'm putting the cooks out there. And anytime I get an animal, they can butcher it. Because I do want them to slowly gain experience in that way. I mean, ultimately meals would be good because they're more filling. Even though that they're ascetics, unless we just had so much raw food. But it's going to be a while till we get to that point anyway. Anyway, I put down some corn over here as well. So that they have even more food. I can't think of much else. And I am going to start hunting some very weak, soft animals right now. I've said alpaca can be trained, and I've also tried to train the muffalo. Where are the muffalo? Very, very low chance that they will get annoyed with me. So I'm going to keep the handler. Where is my handler? I do have one handler that I want him to start. Handler. And did I have... Yes, I have one doctor on the night shift now, in case if anyone goes crazy. Handler. My handler. Okay, so my handler is handling, and we'll actually take the handler off of growing and everything else, because we want the handler to just be constantly trying to get these animals to join us. Alpaca would be nice just because it's more animals, and it's also practice for him, but then in general after that, we want to hunt small prey so that our hunters can start to bring in more cloth for the clothing. I'm really just worried about mass slaughterings of our colonists. There's nothing, like, cool I can do until I get this basic stuff figured out. So anyway, we'll try to do that. I think today I'm just going to make sure that anybody who's not in the fields is going to the fields, because we need to plant them all ASAP now. Alright, meet you in a second. Alright, here is what I'm talking about. Do you see those? We just got 3 food poisoning things. This is 1 day's worth of meals. This is the reason why, I'm not going to continue with cooks. We will eat what's there so that we don't, you know, lose out on all this good food. Because really, all this rice in here is not even that much. We're just barely going to have enough rice to get by, I think, at this point. We'll still need to keep on planting more rice, which is why I've kept this outer zone as rice again, and then we can start to think about more long-term foods. Would have done corn, but it just takes too long to grow. Eventually we will get some, though, because it's a fantastic store of nutrition. 2 major break risks, low food, 6 colonists idle. Why are all these guys idle? Okay, I'm going to go to work priorities and fix that. Okay, this is what I mean. We have 1 day's worth of food, and there's a cougar hunting Farmer 5. Okay, oh, this is because we let a cougar go to sleep in our base. Okay, let's, kill that cougar. Well, obviously the cougar is taking revenge. The cougar was the one who avenged in the beginning. Alright, well that is another animal for us to slaughter. Let's just make sure that Farmer 5... Where is Farmer 5? Farmer 5? Are you okay, man? That was a lot. Okay, we need a second. And somebody needs rescue, too. Scratch cougar... Okay, so it was only a scratch. That is great. For some reason, everybody just faints in this spot. I wonder if it has to do with the... Why is that? Why are you... Oh, he was... Oh, it's because he took out some smoke leaf. He was smoking it, and then he fainted from the food poisoning. Okay. So that's the reason why I'm not going any further with meals. That's cougar revenge. We fix that. Colonist needs treatment. Builder not... I really want to make sure that no one dies. I mean, it's amazing that nobody's died yet, but if anybody dies, then the entire colony is going to get... I can't remember if it's -3 or -5, but it is a major, major debuff. Okay, and this is great, too. They are working on the dining room. Now, our artist did another poison. Our artist did manage to get a pour sculpture done that does actually add beauty to this entire dining room. And they're adding more marble. Wonderful. Okay, so they will be so happy to eat in this place. Eventually, I want to get more marble furniture, and even once our artists are good enough, marble statues. Digging at silver... You know what, if a trader comes along, this silver ore will be worthwhile. So we'll have our miners do that. And then everybody else could just... Great. Good job on the rice, guys. Good job. They're getting that rich soil area. Oh, this is so great. And the Psychic Soothe is helping us a lot more, too. Because this is a tough week for them. Like, the entire first week or so that they're here. Actually, I think over a week has passed already. Let's just... keep on upping efficiency. Open that door, and that one as well. Now, right now, we're at 80 degrees Fahrenheit. That's a little hot for spring. So I'm kind of nervous, but we're getting a couple of cowboy hats done. We've got 2 in cowboy hats already. Great. Soon we'll be just a giant nation of cowboys. Are my tailors set to be only tailoring? Where are my tailors? Where are my tailors at? Taylor the Tailor. There is one tailor I named Taylor. Another... Legolas got food poisoning. No. Another colonist in need of rescue. Oh, what did happen there? That looked like it was planned. Builder, oh, it was part of their social fight. Wait a minute. Okay, it was only human fists and human teeth that were causing those wounds, so they weren't using their weapons in that fight. Now, correct me if I'm wrong, but I don't think that they'll use their weapons. Anyway, I think that the vast threat of scythers raining down on us, and us at least having clubs to defend ourselves with, is far preferable to a few people fighting with, you know, whatever they've got. That's fine. Our doctors will slowly start to get better. I think this might need more than a band-aid. Jeez. Well, fortunately, our builders are getting better. These sandstone tiles took a little while to make, but they are now walking at 100% on them. And it's also brightly lit outside, so so then they are walking faster out here. I'm not going to worry too much about lamps there, either. Okay, so then, ooh, look at the lighting system. I really do like the lighting system in this game. Okay, great, we're getting out in the cowboy hats, we're going out to the fields, we're planting, oh, we're making love, this is great! Okay, oh, somebody is idle. No, he's now just relaxing socially. Why are you idle? Oh, he's probably done everything he can with the animals for the day. You know, that's actually fine, you've got quite a long way to go with these animals. Handler, you can have a break. Minor break risk, ×3, why? Intense pain, ravenously. Well, there's food right in front of you, you idiot. Hunter lacks ranged weapon. Okay, that's fine, that's fine. Yeah, mainly just as long as they're getting more things in the ground, including this cotton, that's fine. So I'm just gonna let them go through that. Okay, our artists have completed a new pour sculpture. Pour is actually enough. I didn't mean for them to do this with steel, and I think I've since stopped allowing them steel, right? Good, yeah, okay, so they won't be making any, art with steel, because I'm gonna need that steel soon. Colonist needs rescue. Legolas, no, why? Oh, we'll figure it out in a second. It's too bad that they dropped their weapon at that moment. Major breakers, go, I told you to go get a blunt. And you're also getting a blunt of your own accord, so that's fine. No, he's consuming pemmican. What, are you ravenously? Okay, he is hungry, so that will help him. I don't want food poisoning en masse. I did have in one test, they all got fibrous mechanates, which made them all walk so fast and was awesome, but at the same time, not very good in general. The Psychic Soothe is really helping us. Minor break risk ×5 only is fine. I'm wondering if there will be a better... Well, once we get the fridge done, we'll have that done. Okay, I'm just gonna let them get a little bit more work done in the fields before I have anything else to say. Okay, smashing. They just... I really wanted to say smashing, I am sorry. Nigel Thornberry is one of my inspirations. You know what? Now that we say it, let's change the handler's name to Nigel Thornberry, or just smashing. Once I figure out which one... Where the hell is our handler? Handler. Okay, the handler... I'm going to name Nigel Thornberry. Nigel Thorn... Do we have enough? Yes, we do! He is Nigel Thornberry now. Okay, great. He is viewing the... He's going smashing! So, our dining room is very impressive now. That is fantastic. That is fantastic, because right now, that is really the only positive thing in their lives. And I shall hope, somewhat impressive... What? Somewhat impressive? Disease oh, it's bad. No, infection. We don't like infections. Let's get our doctor on that as soon as there is a social fight going on. Dr. WebMD, I rely on you. Though, don't I have one of my night shift doctors? Why are all of my doctors asleep? You know, I should really just set him to work then. That would probably then be the best thing. Why don't you tend to him, and I'm going to set up the doctors. Where are they? Where is the social fight occurring? Cook 9 and Cook 3. You ought to be ashamed of yourselves. Human fist, human head, human teeth. Okay, so those are the only things that they're using. Even though, are they equipped? Yes, this guy has a knife, and he didn't take out his knife. Great! It's like West Side Story all over again, except there's no women to fight over. Okay, let's, come on, guys, let's get this cotton in the ground. We're gonna need it soon. I may focus them on that for just a bit, because I think that this is gonna be enough rice. Is not doing great, to be honest. Honestly, Okay, he's smoking a smoke leaf joint. That's okay. I will let him do that. I don't want him getting... you know, we could have actually given it to him for an operation. But he's already out of bed now, so we may as well just let him have his joint. But that infection and the immunity are going up at rates I don't like. I want him to get back in bed. He's feeding himself. We're just going to prioritize bed rest for him after this. Good, get back in bed. We don't want even one to die, because if even one dies, we'll be in trouble. He's got decent comfort there, and his room is clean. So he should be okay. Let's just double check the room. It is clean. Okay, so we're all right. Husky, we had Huskies join? What the fuck? Cosmo, Riku, and Cassandra. Okay. You know what? This is going to give Nigel Thornberry some smashing work. Jesus. Alright, we gotta train them first in obedience. We don't want them to leave. Oh, they are all already completely tamed. And then we'll also train them to we just need haulers, and then after that, they could rescue. Yeah, rescuing and hauling. That'll be fine. I think they'll get trained in rescuing first, so that's fine. There's plenty of people falling down and dying here anyway. Oh, please don't die. Please don't die on me. The immunity is okay, good. It's starting to catch up, I think. Oh, he might just... Come on. Alright, I think that the immunity is starting to catch up really, really slowly, so he's just barely gonna make it. He's also stoned. That would be the... If he does die, it's gonna be a friggin' awesome death. Okay, great. So it is started to catch up. Alright, and he has plenty of time left before it takes over. We just have to make sure that that guy stays in his goddamn bed. I will keep watch over him. We have 13 colonists idle! What the okay, the miners and the hall... Okay, we're just gonna give them all growing work because we need to grow more fields. Okay, honestly, at this point, I just gave everybody the task of growing for, like, a day, because I need to get a lot of fields sown, and then once we have that, there will be far more than enough plants for everybody to worry about. These should start... I know they're doing terribly right now, and eventually we will want to get solar power. But eventually they should start gaining a lot of power. There's also nothing in the way of them. I don't see why. I guess it's just inconsistent power, but we should be able to, you know, diversify that over time and build up enough power in our batteries, so that should be okay. Low food. Why are we at low food? How many units of rice? We have 3,400 things of rice. That might be enough to feed them for only a day, though. But with no one idle and everyone in the fields, I have a better and better feeling about this. Hopefully they just don't start any social fights. Okay, one colonist idle. Miner 5, you are okay, he's viewing the art, that's fine. Sowing area, major break risk. God, if I played every game series like this, I would be a madman. Unsightly environment, intense pain. What, is that only from the... Okay, that's from the food poisoning. I knew they shouldn't be having meals. This is the reason why I don't like the meals. Even if it's the gruel of the... nutrient dispenser, at least they don't get sick from it, you know? Okay, are you going to live? You will probably live, and you have Dr. WebMD on your side. He's like, I'm gonna give him more smoke leaf. Oh, wonderful, look at them all go. You can hear it in the background. Like, da-da-da-da-da, there they all come. Jesus. Farmer 4 has given up on society, major break risk. Oh, I know another name for a farmer now. Farmer 1? Well, Farmer 6? You know what? Fuck it. Farmer 6 will be it. Old MacDonald. You think he was Irish or Scottish? Should it be like M-A-C? Or I think he was Irish. Old MacDonald. Okay, Old MacDonald. That's only because I can't do a Scottish accent. Okay, let's see. Well, I also cannot do an Irish one for the life of me either, but... Colonist needs... God, it's always in this one spot. Farmer 5. Consume Farmer 5. No. Rescue Farmer 5. No, somebody else is... What the fuck? Alright, everybody go over to him. Great, you're having a joint. Okay, Builder 10... has such a bad leg infection, and the tend quality was so bad from before that now he will die, I am quite certain. if we don't take off his leg. So we're going to need to take off Builder 10's leg and then install a peg leg at some point in the near future. I'm trying to think if he's going to be confined to a bed for the rest of his life, but honestly, I would prefer to have him confined to a bed than to have the colony-wide debuff of having lost a single colonist. Rescue Old MacDonald. I don't even know what the hell happened. What is Old MacDonald's problem? Serious pain. Okay, that's just the food poisoning. This is insane. Somebody bit him on the leg and now he's going to die from a leg infection? Alright. You know what? We have Dr. WebMD. Let's also take the dogs out of here. Let's give them their own zone. Okay, fuck. Which doctor is running the night shift? Okay, Dr. 5. You've been not practicing medicine for the last few weeks. Let's give you a new job. You need to amputate this leg. This is crazy. All right, let's just have him give it a try. It's like, I've never even given somebody a Band-Aid. Ah, jeez. Well, it's gonna need to be done by a completely inexperienced doctor. Hopefully this will not end in pain. Okay, this is the right move. If we don't take off the leg, he's going to die. You can't have a leg anymore. I'm so sorry. Hopefully we can install some sort of bionic leg or peg leg at some point in the near future. We'll have to research that soon because with these social fights happening, people are getting infections and it ain't good. Why do we have starvation? Okay, he's got a medical operation. Insulting spree. Well, let's beat him to death. Do you have that? He's insulting somebody who's already mentally broken. Let's just have you hit him. Good job, Researcher 7. Turns out all that time studying has made you better at punching people. Alright, Builder 10 has his leg cut off, but he's not going to die. And that's gonna need tending now. Is he gonna die? Death in 6 hours. Okay, so Dr. 5 is coming right back with some more medicine for you. Oh, man. That is not good. Let's give him a left peg leg. Oh, no, we're gonna medical 3, so he's confined to a bed for a long time. Oh, I thought that this guy was dead, too. You are undrafted. Rescue him. Alright, once our doctors get their online certificates, you can get your leg back. But right now, I guess we just are down a builder for a while. Well, it's better than the colony-wide debuff. Just see, leg has been cut off, but you know what? He survived. If only our doctors had been better. If our doctors had been better, you wouldn't have had his leg cut off. But you know what? It does work. If your leg is going, just cut off the leg. Oh man, this is like that guy from, what is that movie where he has to cut off his own arm? Jeez, that was a really difficult movie to watch. I mean, I bet it was twice as difficult at least twice as difficult to cut off your own arm. But Jesus, sorry if you didn't know what that was and you are disgusted right now. Alright, anyway, they've got enough food to keep them alive for a day. I just want to see how this number goes down. Because they were at, like, 3,500 rice, and now they're at... Alright, so I guess they go down about 1,500 rice in the morning, and that's bound to go down more. So let's say about 2,000 rice a day. They're gonna be just barely making it, so we're gonna want to slaughter more animals to get our cooks some decent skill and get them all up to speed. And more medical operations would be fine, so we can get that builder back up and running. Okay, Nigel Thornberry successfully tamed one of the alpaca now. So the alpaca is just gonna join the huskies. Actually, you know what, we'll just let it roam free for now. I don't really see this alpaca being much of a difficulty for us. We may slaughter it, but good job, Nigel Thornberry. Mainly, it's just animal experience for you in getting those muffalo. Anyway, I have Aragorn, Legolas, and Faramir here. And I'm going to have them join together on turkey killing. Or just any animal that I think is the least likely to kill us all if we shoot them in unison while they get their shooting up. It needs to be like group shooting in order to, you know, keep them all alive. Walk away so that you don't anger the turkey. There we go. Good job, boys. Good job. Keep it up. Anyway, I'm gonna keep on micromanaging this and just make sure that that builder doesn't go insane in bed. Though it wouldn't really be so bad for more people to, I don't know, get hurt by animals, because our doctors need to get better. Okay, you know what? I stand corrected. This is the first time I've seen it, but our cook got sick from rice. Maybe it just takes a longer time. In that case, I don't know, maybe I'll have our cooks start cooking some meals lightly. I mean, fortunately, they didn't get the debuff from the raw food. It's just that the raw food is going down so insanely quickly that I did not expect. That at this point, I don't know, maybe it wouldn't be bad to have some meals in reserve, is what I'm trying to say. A grizzly bear is hunting Riku for, well, the grizzly bear is right next to him. Okay. I'm scared of the grizzly bear. And there's also almost nobody at home. Now, do these guys have weapons? They do have knives, but I don't want them to get all bitten by... Well, they are very well armed. Okay, you know what? Let's kill the grizzly bear. If it kills Rico, we'll just use him for a hat. And Rico may be dead. That is kind of unfortunate. Builder 10, you're really slow. Why don't you just stay out of this one? Alright, Riku is down. No, you bully! Get him while he's distracted. Oh, man. Grizzly bear, somebody might die. Nobody die. Okay, great. Nobody's dead. The grizzly bear is okay. Colonist needs rescue. Who died over here? Rescue him. Great, okay. Let's go see the grizzly bear revenge again. They're not for long. At this point... Riku, what is, okay, he is really... Is our other dog a female? Riku is our only male, though. We might actually want to keep him... we might want to keep him around. Rescue Riku. Oh, we need an animal bed. Alright, let's put down an animal bed right next to him. Artist 2, rescue Riku. And we got a grizzly bear out of that. That's great. Exhaustion, colonist needs treatment, starvation, they will take care of that. Our doctors should be on call for that. Right, now you three kill that squirrel. Back to hunting. Okay, I set it so that only Cook 1 and Cook 2 are training their cooking. Cleaner 3 has gotten food poisoning from rice, dangerous food type. I'm gonna have them... And I'm going to have them also work at the butchering table. They'll be the only ones to do the butchering. For this, I mean, the reason why I'm doing this is just so that I can upgrade the speed at which these two are working. So they'll make a lot, and there'll be a lot of low-quality ones, but we'll at least get some decent cooks while we transition over to better meals. So we'll get Cook 1 and Cook 2 doing that, and they should get to work more or less right away on that. Just, are these people who have anything... seriously wrong with them? Let's just give them that to work on. I'll take them away from any other tasks that they have. No growing for you guys. No even hauling or cleaning for you guys either. I'll just finish off whatever they're doing, and then they will work on those. Death Riku the Husky. Alright, well at least he wasn't bonded to anyone. It's fine. And we get a new hat at this point too, so. As much as I hate to say it, we needed that dog. Extreme break risk. Ooh. Alright. What is happening here? Ravenously hungry. It's just the hunger that's starting to get to them. Well, that's actually not so bad. We've got plenty of rice left for another day. Or 1 day's worth of... 1 day's worth of food. Catatonic Builder 1. Come on. Alright. Clearly I need to manage a few things, but he is... What even happened to him? Catatonic breakdown? From getting punched? Well, that's ass. Well, to add insult to injury, Builder 1, who was already having a catatonic breakdown right after we fed him, had another food poisoning from that, so I don't know if he's gonna make it either. You know, not really much that we can do. Okay, you are on the ground. Not really much that we can do to prevent some of these, but... Like I said, if we manage to get 95% of these colonists through, the alpaca is resting on that data. That is horrible, but also kind of funny. If we manage to get 95% of people through this, with them not all dying immediately, so that we don't have a massive domino effect, we will then be okay. Okay, we're saved. We have 200 agave fruit that just fell from the sky, so that's going to keep us in much better condition. We're finally getting cotton in the ground. It looks like we're about to harvest this rice. We have more rice on the way. Ah, we got corn in the ground, too. Okay, yes, there are a couple. Okay, so it's good to know that ascetics still are at risk. But still, that's very, very little food poisoning compared to what they were getting from the meals. Dangerous food type. We just want to get a couple of really experienced level 8 cooks before we do much else. I mean, we could just have them all gradually train. We'd have plenty of food, but we'd have everybody break down right now. It's basically choosing between complete colony breakdown right now and possible colony breakdown later on. And why are you... You are cloud watching in the hallway, that's fine. But you know what, as long as none of these are extreme, I'm fine with it. Okay, you know what, I'm gonna have to take it back. Pretty much, the rice is going down at kind of an alarming rate. And I think we'll have enough for one more harvest, but we'll be really... Cosmo died too. What the fuck? What even happened to Cosmo? Oh, it got hunted by the cougar hunted it? Wow, I didn't even notice that. Alright, well, more animal death. Never a good thing. But, but at this point, really more than anything else, we need the food, because if we run out of food, we're going to have a complete colony breakdown, and I just think the meals, despite the fact that we're all going to have food poisoning, are going to be better for us right now than everything else. So we'll keep these guys on their task, and we may have to slaughter an alpaca too. Okay, Nigel Thornberry has slain the alpaca. Our cooks are going to get more experience killing all of our pets. I think at this point, I don't really see the point of keeping one dog around. I think I'm just going to slaughter the dog too. Nigel Thornberry will have no more pets. Actually, you know what? No, I changed my mind. Keep the dog around so that he has something to train. So that he has something to get his animal skill up. But every other animal we will slaughter. Okay, we have now... How many meals? We have 19 meals, so if we can... The thing is, if we can get that up to like 200 meals... We'll be fine for tomorrow. Yes, people will get sick. Yes, there will be more breakdown. Yes, there will be extreme breaks. But how bad is a break when we've still got 98 smoke leaf left if we can get our cooks up to better speed with this? I mean, ideally we'll get nutrient paste soon, but I don't know, things are starting to fall apart. And where is Builder 10? Builder 10? Wait a minute, where? Did he get out of bed? Builder 10, aren't you missing a leg? Oh, this guy is great. He has his entire leg cut off and he's still working. Wow, what a great guy. Okay, anyway, let's focus on the fridge and the clothing, because we don't have much else to do. This stinks. Somebody destroyed the steel statue in our dining room, so this is making the dining room look like shit. We gotta fix this really fast, because somebody had a tantrum in here. Are you gonna... Okay, why don't you haul those steel slag? Balin, you help out too. We need to get this out of here and clean up the kitchen. And we do have some people dedicated to cleaning now, if I'm not mistaken. If we have them in the fields, I'm gonna bring them back. Whoa, that's a lot of plants now. That's great. We have a lot of plants. We gotta make sure everybody stays sane on the home front before we do anything else. Okay, at this point, I'm taking a lot of people off of the planting because I think that we have enough crops in the ground that they should be able to more or less manage it on their own with fewer people. Eventually, we'll need to keep switching this out, but it was really just the starvation that there's somebody on the floor. There's somebody on the floor. I swear, since there's so many people, it's like I'm not getting... Oh, no. Come on, Cleaner 5, bring him in. Ah... You wouldn't do it, Randy. You wouldn't do it. Alright. No. No. This may be the end. Is this going to be the end? How much smoke leaf do we have left? I just want to make sure that they don't all go crazy. Ah, God, the heat wave. Starvation should go away soon. There's only one starving, so that's not really a major thing. Extreme break risk. Oh, that should be going away soon because you just had a catharsis. Colonist needs rescue. Cutter 6. Cook 2. Help him out. Alright. I think that they're going to make it through. Our cleaners have gotten the dining room back to slightly impressive, so this place should get better very soon. Our researchers are back at work, and we need to figure out a way to cool down our whole colony fast. I think we have one builder who's almost at level 5, so we can start running some sort of cooler to this colony. But we've got a little ways to go before then. Okay, it seems that the heat wave is slowly beginning to go away, so I think that we're going to... I was really, really worried there for a second. It's now 91 degrees Fahrenheit, which is, I think, around like 30 Celsius. I tried to get the Celsius mod, though. Unfortunately, I could not get it to work. Actually, what is that in Celsius? Let's just go to it. What is it? Fahrenheit, Celsius... Celsius. 35 degrees Celsius. Wow, that is incredibly hot. Okay, so 35 Celsius. It is hot, but we finally have cowboy hats now, so they should start churning those out. I'm seeing about 5 cowboy hats on people. It's not going to be a long time, but that does give them a decent amount of insulation. It insulates them from heat, 14.4 for this one, and they're all different materials. I think panthera fur is the best. Bird skin. Bear skin is actually a fantastic material for them, so they should start to get out. Cowboy hats and dusters, we're going to have to switch to a heat-resistant colony, and then very quickly after that, switch back to, like, a cold-resistant colony, because it's going to be winter right after that. And we're going to have enough of a food surplus to make it through the whole winter. This is insane. But I feel like it's just a lot of the same things that you deal with in a normal Rimworld playthrough, albeit you see them on a larger scale. Okay, let's put in a standing lamp, so that there's less heat in the kitchen, too. And finish this off. Okay, we're having a really ungodly number of breaks right now because it's just so goddamn hot. It's 111 degrees. Surprisingly, it's only 4 major break risks, but everybody else is on minor. And we're going fast through the rest of the smoke leaf. We also had just, like, a wake-up addiction and overdose, which I'm almost done with it, which is awful from Artist, too. Yep, now he's had that, and he's got an addiction to it. So we've got one of our artists is doing the thing that artists do, and he's overdosing. Oh, God, we're gonna have him now take a campfire and burn the rest of this stuff, because I don't even want to see it anymore. I don't even want to see you ruin your life. Well, actually, no, at this point we may need to have him have it in controlled doses to at least not go crazy for a little bit longer, because I need to at least get them to the point where we have some food left. 21 meals, and our cooks are still slow and terrible at it. But, you know what? There's still... Everyone is still alive, which is insane. Well, I had an extremely massive brain fart, so I have not been connecting my batteries to my power grid, which I was just like, why the fuck aren't they doing anything? And then it hit me. So now we will actually have light in the kitchen. The kitchen will not be so goddamn hot. It seems that the outdoor temperature is going down. So now we have finally made it through one heat wave without very much heat gear at all. So I am thankful for that. And we should be getting cotton soon enough. Well, it's going to be within a couple of weeks, but we will get it in time for the real summer at that point. So, I don't know. I think we made it through. We did make it through. We're still going to have massive food poisoning, but at this point, you know what? They did make it through. They did make it through for the harvest. We do have power stored. Do we still... Please tell me that this is working, and we are still not hooked up. Okay, we need to hook that up one more time. And then please, Jesus, work frenzy. Oh, good, we made it to the story event. Farmer 2, thank you, Farmer 2. No one is starving. We have an impressive we have an impressive dining room. We have our power grid finally hooked up. We have a kitchen working now, and we can get electrical stoves in it, too. I'd say that we did pretty well. Besides those 1 or 2 things, but I mean, you know, there's too many things. There's too many things. Alright, extreme break risk on 1, low food, and well, we are surviving. We are surviving, and for that I am very grateful. Anyway, I think I'm going to leave it there for today because we have most of our basic shops up and running, and people have not gone insane. We've still not lost anyone, and we have somehow managed to survive. So let me know if you have any other tips or ideas, or if there's anything else that I missed. Alright, thanks for watching, and as always, I'll see you guys in the next video. Bye-bye.